Good morning, everybody. Course name 19 CS 402, Database Management System. Second year, fourth semester, Unit 1, Introduction to Database. Topic number 8, Extended ER Model. This is Extended ER Model. That is a support with the additional semantic concept is called Extended Entity Relationship Model. Or ER model. The ER model include concepts of original ER model together without following additional concept. Basic three category. One is specialization, generalization, and aggregations. So generalization is a process defining more general identity type from a set more specialized entity type. Generalization is bottom-up approaches. The result in the identification of generalization superclass to subclasses, or the bottom-up approaches which two lower level entity combined with a higher level entity. And generalization is a higher level process in lower level entity to make further higher level entity in the sector. So this account is based on saving account or current account. This is bottom-up approach in the process. This generalization entity relationship is a person is superclass if customers and employee are subclasses. Person has a higher entity level, customers and employees are lower level entity level. So person, this is a person based on name, state and city. Person based on employee salary, ID number, phone number or whatever maybe. And customer based on your bank account, credit card, credit rating and a credit card number, credit name, address, phone number, email ID. There are two other conditions apply generalization based on two conditions. One is disjoint constraints, another one completeness constraints. So specify the subclasses of the specialization must be disjoint. An entity can be member at most one of the subclasses or the specialization, and specified by in ER diagram if not disjoint overlap, that is the same entity may be a member or more than one subclasses specialization, and specified by denoted by O in the ER diagram. And completeness constraints based on total specify every entity and superclass must be member some subclass specialization or generalization. So in ER diagram by double the line. A partial allows the entity not to be a belong to any of the subclasses. Showing in EER diagram by a single line in the sector. This is an employee. This is a alumnus, the student name. This is a double line is based on is called as complete constraints, and disjoint is a double O. This is double O. Here, this is the disjoint W. So this is the constraints. So this break, can you spot 15 things that are different in these two pictures? Yes, correct. So we go to next one, specialization. Specialization is the process of designing and subgrouping with the entity set, and specialization top-down process consider entity set, person with attribute, name, and state and city. The person may be further classify one of the following: customer and employee. Or specialization is the opposite to generalization. It is a top-down approach in which one higher level two then broken into the two lower entity. It is in a specialization, some higher level entity may not have lower level entity sets it at all in the sectors. This is top-down approaches, student name, next student, and current student, based on university or based on colleges. The specialization based on set of subclass is based on upon and distinguish characteristics of entity and superclass. Example, a secretary, engineer, technician, specialization employee based on job type may have several specialization and same superclass. Example, another superclass employee based on method of pay is a salaried employed hourly basis. The superclass and subclasses are relationship and specialization can be dramatically or represent in ER diagram. An attribute of superclass can specific attribute of example typing a speed of secretary. Subclasses can participate specific of relation type for belonging to the hourly basis. This is a employee specialization based on first name, last name, birth date, address, job. This is specialization D. And secretary, technician, and engineer. This is aggregation. This aggregation is a process when relation between two entity are treated as single entity. The relation between center and course. It is acting as entity is a relationship with visitor. So offer the center and course, inquiry and visitor. The one of the group based on thing whole in example. So this is my evaluation part. We go for next one. So please find out which one is the aggregation, which one is the specialization, which one is the generalization. Yes, specialization, generalization, aggregation. Because the first one is top down, is specific for specialization, and bottom up is based on generalization, and based on group of center, you can mention it based on aggregations. This is a process of easiest method to find out an ER diagram in database management system. So this is my references.